What's up, guys? It's me, Ant Games, and welcome to a discussion video, my very first one. So, with the release of Sonic Forces being right around the corner, I just wanted to talk about things that I'd like to see in that game and future Sonic games, and maybe things they can update and implement into the game. So, let's get started.
Promise, swag. Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Miley Percocet, rep the set, gotta rep the set, chase a chick, never chase a bitch.
So I guess I'll start with the opening cutscene, the stuff I want to see at the beginning of the game. Now, I don't know what the title screen looks like yet because I haven't played the demo, and I haven't seen the demo either because I don't have a Switch, and I haven't been watching YouTube videos on it because I don't want to, spoil it for myself. So, but I feel like the opening cutscene should be just like really amazing, have like maybe a remix of Fist Bump because that's the main theme, and then the title screen needs to look amazing and stuff, and that's just some basic stuff I'd like to see for the beginning. Oh, and also I wanted to talk about special stages. They should bring those back. So for modern Sonic, they could do special stages like the Sonic Heroes kind, like the ones for Sonic Heroes and other 3D Sonic games, Sonic Heroes, Adventure 2, those games. And then for classic Sonic, they could do the ones they had in Mania, maybe another one with the balls, like the red and blue balls, and then the one where you chase that robot around. That'd be cool. But then for the custom character, they could do like from Generations. Y'all remember in Generations how you could do those little gate things, and it had different mini games. Like one was like you hit the beat thing around with Vector or stuff like that. So they could put that for the custom characters, which would be pretty interesting. Actually, I think I'd like to see that. And then from the special stages, another thing I'd like to say is what you get from the special stages, at least with classic and modern Sonic, you could get the Super Emeralds. And they could bring back Hypersonic. Why would they bring back Hypersonic? For the hype, of course. Because you know how great it would be if they brought back Hypersonic? What they should do is you get the Chaos Emeralds in the normal story, kind of like the Generations, where you get the Chaos Emeralds normally through the story, and then, final boss, you play a Super Sonic or whatever. But they should make it to where your custom can go super. Like, you have a super form for your custom, and then you have Hypersonic for Sonic with the Super Emeralds. Now, for your custom, I guess you wouldn't really have like a hyper form per se, but for Sonic you get the hyper form, and then so with your custom you should be able to like customize the like color maybe of your fur and stuff when you go super, which would be really awesome. Okay, and another thing they should bring from a previous Sonic game is in Sonic Heroes. Remember, you all know how that game worked. You played as different teams. You could play as Team Dark, Team Sonic, Chaotix. You switch between characters. You had Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles. What they should do is, I know they have the tag team mode in Forces now, but all you can really do is like that team burst or whatever it's called, the team dash, that thing. So what they should do is they give you a team attack. So like say when you team up with Sonic, like modern Sonic or whatever, you can have like an actual team attack, which would be amazing. Imagine that, like team up with Sonic as your custom, you have like a specific Wisp and then Wispun, and you do a team attack with Sonic, which would be really cool. And then speaking of the Wisps, what they should do is, okay, so the Wisp, I don't know if this is how it works because I haven't watched everything on Sonic Forces, but I haven't been keeping up with everything because same thing with Mario Odyssey and Zelda. I kind of want to have a fresh start for those because I still don't have a Switch, keep in mind, so I can't really play any of those games yet. But when I do, or if I do get a Switch and those games, then I'll play them. But anyways, what they should do is for the Wisps, they should leave those just for the custom characters. So the custom characters should be the only ones that use the Wisps, and then other powers, like let's say you got the drill, and for your custom you use the drill, like you use the drill, it's Wisp. But then say if you're playing a Sonic, you would call in like Knuckles to like drill down for you. Like, how great that would be? Use Sonic's friends to team up with Sonic in place of the Wisps, and then leave the Wisps just for the customs, because it just makes more sense to me that way, because it'd be cool because the customs have the Wisps and then Sonic has his friends. And so another thing they should do is, I remember in Generations, I mean, this kind of small detail, it was just something I'd like to see, is they should bring in classic versions of characters. I remember first game they had Classic Tails, right? Which, you know, because Classic Tails came in with Classic Sonic, which, I mean, it wasn't really explained, but he was there. But what they should do is bring in other classic characters. So let's say like Classic Knuckles, Classic Amy, you know, those characters, just because it would look cool. It'd be interesting to see, because we had Classic Tails, and it was kind of weird, like you would switch to the Classic Sonic, but the Knuckles would stay the same size in Generation. But if you did it at Green Hill Zone, Tails would actually change to Classic Tails, and then it'd also be a cool way just to combine the two things. Okay, and then another thing, the level design for, you know, the classic stages, it's pretty alright. I guess the controls could be a little better, but I mean, they should do it like they did with Mania. Like, I don't understand how the classic gameplay, I mean, it doesn't look, I mean, like the visuals, clearly the visuals are like amazing, but the actual gameplay, it looks kind of weird. So I don't know, maybe they could improve that. I don't know, maybe because they like just made Mania, so maybe, I don't know, maybe that's why the classic gameplay is like, or maybe they're just basing it off of Generations. So I have no idea, but yeah. Okay, and then with this game, since, you know, it's Sonic Forces standing up against Eggman. Now, for all I know, this could be in the game already, but from what I've seen, I don't think so. But what they should do, bring in the Freedom Fighters, you know, bring back Sally, and maybe even throw in underground characters, you know, like Manic, Sonya, you know, I guess, like Sonic Underground, I liked it, but I don't know how good it did overall. Probably, it couldn't have done that good if it got canceled, you know. So, but I personally like Underground, but you know, Underground doesn't have its own game yet, so or it doesn't have its own game, so I don't see it being put into Forces. But it'd be cool just to have, you know, Manic, Sonya, you know, Uncle Chuck, which, I mean, he's technically not from Underground, but, you know, have them into the game. You know, maybe not playable, or maybe, oh, like I was saying, like you bring in Sonic's friends. So like, let's say you playing as Sonic, and then you get some certain item or whatever, however you activate it, and then you bring in like Sonic from Underground, and then he plays his guitar or whatever to blast the enemies. You know, it'd be interesting to see. You know, it's just a thought. It'd be interesting. And then with the 3D gameplay, what they should do is that they should make it more. I mean, I guess it, to me, I like it. You know, boost style games I like. I know a lot of people didn't like them though. But I mean, maybe have some stages play just like Sonic Adventure 2, you know, just like all 3D, purely 3D platforming, and you know, all that kind of stuff. Just pure 3D platforming, and then no 2D sections, because I mean, I guess it's like their crutch per se, but they should just do it better. But what I think they should do is, if they're gonna do another game like Forces, give us a game that's just completely modern Sonic only, just plain modern Sonic, and then if that game does well, then they should implement that game's play style, whatever they did for that game, and throw it into Sonic, the next Sonic Forces / Generation style game. I don't know. Another thing that would be cool is that so if you get, let's say you get Super Sonic for Sonic, they should let us get like the other kind of super forms. Like if you guys remember Sonic and the Black Knight, that super form that he got with the armor and all that, that was just amazing. So they should let us like choose for Sonic to have that on, or not have it on, or just get other super forms, you know. Get that one, maybe even Dark Sonic, but I don't know, that'd be too much. That's like a transformation, but that's like a different transformation, so maybe not. I already said Hypersonic with the special stages, but yeah. Okay, so now I'm gonna talk about, like, you know, maybe my like predictions for the game, or just something cool that could already be implemented in that I'm not sure of. The other things that I'm like pretty positive that they're not in the game at all yet, or at all in general, or then they don't even plan on adding it. But this stuff, I could see it kind of happening. So let's say Sonic, because you all know how the special ending of Sonic Mania went. You basically had classic Sonic in the same pose that he has when he's entering Forces. So if it is really connected, then what they should do is, I mean, maybe, I don't know how likely it is, but maybe the boss from Mania could team up with like Infinite, or maybe, I don't know, we don't really know much about Infinite. For all I know, Infinite could be the boss, just like remade, you know, reborn. But they should bring the boss in that from Sonic Mania, and you know, have him and maybe Infinite, or maybe Infinite like absorbs him, kills him, I don't know, but have him team up with the guy from Mania, have them like interact in some way. And then also for like the first cutscene, it should be like, you know how Sonic Forces ends with like the portal. Well, it should have like classic Sonic in that same portal, and then he like pops out of it and jumps into this world with Sonic and you know, everyone else. And one thing I'm not so sure of right now is if they're gonna bring back, like, you know, in Generations, how you could go to that skill shop thing and you could buy different skills. Like, you could buy the shield for classic Sonic and all that kind of stuff. I feel like they might, because they have to have some sort of shop or something to bring in, you know, your customs and stuff, to buy clothes for them and different power-ups, switch them out and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like they're probably gonna do it. Maybe. I know they're definitely gonna have some sort of shop. They should, if they don't, have a shop for the custom characters to get new clothes and all that. I mean, it makes the most sense for me to me, it makes the most sense to have a shop for that, because why wouldn't they? I mean, everything can't just be based off of buying, you know, or beating a stage, getting S rank, and then that's how you get better items, because the RNG would be crazy for that. Okay, so one last thing I want to say here is they need to do the final boss for that game. They need to really do it right. Like, they have to have it, you know, all kind, like the cutscene needs to be great, which, I mean, usually in Sonic games, that last cutscene for the boss is usually great, but you have a cutscene, maybe even have like Sonic die or something, like both of them, and then your custom character gets like mad, and maybe that's how he'll go like in his super form, like he'll have the emeralds, go into super form and like avenge Sonic. Maybe that'll be the way the ending works, like Sonic will be killed and all your other friends, like, you know, Silver, Knuckles, everyone else will be killed, and then maybe even later, maybe in the middle of the game or something, or at the end, you know, the Shadow will come back to our side, because people have been saying that he's brainwashed. I mean, I can kind of see the hints for it. Like, if you looked at one trailer, Shadow's eyes were kind of weird. So, and then there's also episode Shadow at the beginning where he's not really working for Infinite. It looks like he's not on Eggman's side, so I guess he could be being mind controlled. I guess that makes the most sense. I mean, I don't know what else it could possibly be. Maybe Shadow has his own reasons to be working for Eggman. I don't know. Maybe that's how episode Shadow starts. He's like working, he's just doing his own thing, then Eggman tricks him into working for him. Like, you know, shit, that's happened before, because, you know, when Shadow lost his memory, Eggman got him to work for him again, and then he's tricked Knuckles multiple times, but I mean, Shadow is a lot smarter than Knuckles. So anyways, that's all I really wanted to say about Sonic Forces and things I should say. So let's recap. I said we should have special stages, Hypersonic, you know, I guess those, I was just going to say some of the main points I remember. Special stages, Hypersonic, Super Form for customs, fix the classic game style, and, you know, whatever else I said. I don't really remember every single thing, but you know what I said in the video. But that was just a quick recap. My main thing that I really would love to see is Hypersonic. Definitely have the special stages, bring in Hypersonic, and it would just be amazing. Think about that, having like hyper classic Sonic, hyper modern Sonic. That would be great. I don't think hyper modern Sonic has even ever happened, so it'd be great to see it in Forces. And I mean, I doubt that they'll put it in, but it would be great to see it for a future game. You know, the next Sonic game, if they do another Sonic Force style, it could be like Sonic Forces 2. I wouldn't be surprised if they improve on it, you know, put in, you know, the other freedom, like add something different. Like I was saying, add in like the different freedom fighters, add special stages, give our customs a super form, and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, that's all I wanted to say for this video, so I will see you all next time. Bye-bye now.